Hello, Saturnians! So today I have a witchy haul for you. I am going to show you a few things that I got as gifts from my mom, my grandma, and friends from YouTube. I was in my hometown recently and I brought back stuff from my childhood home because I was helping my mom move to another place, and in the process of putting everything inside boxes, I found items that I love. So I convinced my mom to give them to me. Grandma also gifted me a few things, and when I came back home, there were several gifts from my amazing YouTube friends waiting for me, including two beautiful tarot decks. So stay until the end and I will show you the decks that I got. I'm so excited. So the first thing that I want to show you is this oil diffuser. This is one of those that you use with a mini candle, and then you can add a few drops of essential oil in a bit of water at the top, and the whole room will smell lovely. Mom had another one she likes more, so she ended up giving this one to me, and I really like it. The size is also perfect for me, and yeah, I really like this one. So mom is obsessed with mandalas. She has several mandalas in her home in different colors, in different sizes, and when I saw this one, I thought it had a really good vibe to it. It's purple, it's my favorite color, so I begged and pleaded. She was reluctant, but ultimately I convinced her to give this one to me, and I already know where it's gonna go in my house. She also had this one. Now, mom has several of these Mayan mandalas. She has traveled all around South America, so she has at least a dozen of these. This is a small one. She has a large one that she adores. So, yeah, I got this one as well. And then both of us are crazy crystal ladies, and we both collect crystals and stones, so every time I go back to mom's place, I return home with at least a handful of crystals. I had this one for a few minutes and I felt such great energy, so I kept it. I also slept with this under my pillow because I was having nightmares, and I slept much better in my last days at home. I also love these egg-shaped stones. This one is blue sodalite, which is all about rational thinking, articulation, and communication. And then this other one is rose quartz, which I also love. I like to hold these in my hands and then take a deep breath. I do this a few times and I feel really relaxed. You see, I hold like this, and it really helps me in my daily meditation practice. And I never have enough jars and bottles for my potions and spells, so everybody in my family knows that I need bottles, vases, jars, so everybody gives me, these stuff. So mom gave me these ones, and I also found a beautiful red bottle in her house, and I was in love with it, and it's perfect for my witch bottle. I have the perfect potion to go inside this bottle. It needs to be cleaned, but yeah, I think this is amazing. There is a certain vibe to it. And I went to my grandmother's house, and I was showing my grandmother my fairy house. You see that video in which I show inside my fairy house, and immediately my grandmother gave me this little fairy that she had in her shelf, and I am in love with it. Look how adorable. I need a name for her. Can you guys help me name this fairy? Let me know in the comments how you would name her. I need fairy names for her, and she's going to live in my fairy house, of course. Then Grandma asked me whether I wanted to have these candle holders, and I immediately said yes. These candle holders are actually older than me and they just need some cleaning. I'm going to buy a product to clean this kind of metal, so they're going to look brand new. And I actually like this old look. You see, they are almost 40 years old. And she also gave me this one, very delicate, very cute. I love this one so much. It's very soft and feminine. So I always need candle holders. And yeah, I was delighted to have these. But my favorite candle holder that my grandma gave me is this one. Look how gorgeous. So beautiful. And yeah, I'm going to look for a specific product so that I don't ruin this piece. But I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, I can't wait to buy some candles in my new candle holders, and I'm gonna show you once I have decided where everything is going to go in my house. But yeah, this is beautiful and I love it. And then guys, when I returned home, I left somebody in my house to receive the mail. And to my surprise, this box had arrived all the way from Canada. This is a giveaway that I won in December. So Catherine Christina Jung posted this for me in December and it never arrived. Due to COVID and the pandemic situation, the postal service was like taking forever. But it finally arrived, and how cool is that? There are so many cool things inside this little box, and I'm going to show you everything. And also I'll leave the link down below in the description box for you to visit Catherine Christina Jung's channel. She posts tarot readings and is always on point. So here we have sage, and of course sage is a witch's best friend. I like to burn sage before a tarot reading to cleanse my cards, and sometimes after a tarot reading when it was, a heavy session. Sometimes it happens. And yeah, I love this. And here is an amethyst, and look how beautiful. As soon as I touched it, I felt this beautiful energy. This is one of my favorite crystals, not only because it's purple, but also because I feel really good when I touch amethyst like this. I have it all around the house, and this one is gonna be right on my tarot table. And here I have the most beautiful heart-shaped rose quartz, and it is amazing. I love the shape of this stone, and it's flat, so I can place it on my cards or I can hold it in my hands, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I love this one. And here we have little stones inside this bag. Let me see, there are 8 of them. So I can recognize citrine, blue calcite, fluorite, maybe clear quartz. Yes, they are all beautiful. I love small crystals like this. I like to put them inside my witch bottles. So it's always good to have lots of those small crystals. So let me put them back inside this little bag. And she also sent me these two beautiful white feathers. I think everything has this very gentle, sweet, and soft energy. I love this. I am going to use these feathers to wipe away incense ashes, because sometimes they fall on my tarot cloths. And finally, I am going to show you two amazing tarot decks. And the first one is the Shimmering Veil Tarot. This was a gift. My friend Honey over at Fierce and Pretty sent me this amazing deck. And then I also got the Chrysalis deck. Gita from Empress Song channel sent me this deck in exchange for a birth chart reading. So yeah, I am so excited with these decks. I am going to show you a few cards, and let's start with the Shimmering Veil Tarot. I already had a quick look at the cards, and the cardstock is just fantastic. And look at the gilding. It is just so beautiful. Look at that. It's magical, I love the backs also. And I highly recommend you go to Fierce and Pretty's channel and watch the interview with the creator of this deck, because it was really a great interview. I am going to leave the link down below in the description box. Here is probably my favorite card in this deck. It's the High Priestess, and this is also probably my favorite High Priestess ever. I love this so much. I cannot really pinpoint why I love it so much, but yeah, you can see there is a creature hiding behind the veil, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it too much because I'll post a full walkthrough of this deck later. Okay, so this is the Wheel of Fortune and it's the Galaxy. I love this. And the court cards, they're not only beautiful, they are very powerful, even though they are very subtle, you see? I love this Two of Swords. Yeah, it's very powerful. I already see how this deck is not a deck for mundane readings. It's a deck for deep work, when I want deep answers, when I have time to reflect about the messages, you see. This is not going to be an easy breezy deck. Sheila Conway is such an amazing artist. This Seven of Swords is also fabulous. Yeah, she really knows how to capture the emotion behind the meanings of the cards. This is the Queen of Swords. I love her outfit. You see, all court cards look really powerful. And this is the Hermit, and I love it. I am a Virgo, so the Hermit card is important for me, so this passes the test. I love how subtle it is, and yet you know what's going on. I think this is the Warrior of Water. And this is the Five of Swords. I love how there are hidden eyes in this card. Another beautiful court card. Again, very powerful. Look at that, Six of Pentacles. It is amazing how Chila can tell so much while still being subtle, because the cards are not too obvious, you see. And this is the Ten of Wands. When I saw it for the first time, I could see so much in this card. You can't really see their faces or their facial expressions. You cannot see much. Everything is blurry, and yet it's obvious what is happening here. That's what I love about this deck. So I will try not to talk too much about it, because there will be another video about this deck, right? But look at this gilding, it's matching my nails today. I love this so much. So Honey also sent me this beautiful tarot bag. It's purple, it's shiny, and this is so me. I love this. Again, it's matching my nails. Inside this bag, I'm going to show you what it looks like with the deck inside. Here it is. You see, it's perfect. Yes. So thank you so much, Honey. This is beautiful, and I can't wait to start working with it. Right. So now I'm going to show you the Chrysalis Tarot, and I am going to leave the link down below in the description box for you to check out Gita's channel. It's called Empress Song. She posts beautiful videos about her garden. She has an amazing garden. So this deck was on my wish list, and then Gita surprised me with this deck. You know, because I just sent her a wish list, but I didn't know which deck I was going to get. And when I saw this was the deck, I couldn't be happier, because this deck speaks to me. I've wanted it for so long. It's very earthy, but it's also otherworldly, you see. Look at the Seven of Scrolls. I absolutely love the images in this deck. Three of Spirals. Yeah, this is very earthy, but at the same time, it's otherworldly. So it triggers something in me. I want to, explore this deck while I am sitting in my garden, surrounded by my fairies with a cup of coffee, enjoying nature, smelling my flowers and listening to the birds. Six of Mirrors. Yes, I cannot exactly explain yet why I love this deck so much, but I know it speaks to a very mysterious part of my psyche. Look at this Tower card. What a perfect representation. It's Kali, the goddess of destruction. The World card is also beautiful. So I cannot wait to work with this deck, and once I've worked with it, I will make a video with my thoughts about this deck. Six of Scrolls. I really love the colors here. Of course, there is a lot of purple, that's why I love it. Ten of Stones. I can see myself in here, the crazy crystal lady, as I said before. This is so me. Nine of Scrolls. This is a gentle deck, I can tell, but it doesn't mean that it's not deep, you see. It's gentle and deep at the same time. So, yes, this is a beautiful, beautiful deck. Thank you, Gita, so much for this amazing, amazing gift. So, I hope you enjoyed my witchy haul. Let me know in the comments what are your favorite items. Do you have any of these decks? If so, let me know how you've been working with them. And yeah, thank you for being here. If you watched till the end, you are the best. All right, so I'll see you next time. Bye bye.